Hello and welcome to Immortal Behaviour ahead of round 24 in the NRL. Andrew Johns, a big grin today.
Round 24, it's coming to the end.
Isn't it ever? Tell you what, we've got some cracking games of footy this weekend too.
How good is it?
What are you looking forward to the most?
I think I'm looking forward to tonight's game with the Panthers up against the Storm. It's a shame it's wet. Although that rain, I think it's pretty coastal. I don't know if it's been inland. I can't wait for this one. Nathan up against Munster. And then tomorrow night, the Roosters up against the Bulldogs. Early 2000s, these teams hated each other. They still hate each other now, but the rivalry back then was incredible. So it'll be spicy.
Do you think they have anyone coming into the clubs to remind them of that at this point, or would they wait till finals?
Well, I know Willie Mason works at the Bulldogs, him and Mark O'Mealy. They'd be spewing the propaganda to the Bulldogs players, and then I look at the Roosters, they've done it well with their past players. Jake Friend's in there, Albo's in there, Orbison, Boyd Cordner's in there working. So, yeah, they all know what's at stake. So good.
So good. Well, given that we do only have a few weeks left to go and things are ramping up, but what about for those clubs that are in contentions to play finals footy? How do you think they're feeling at the moment?
They'll be feeling really good because the hard work's been done. I think pretty much out of the top four, the top three teams you'll see will play in the top four. Penrith still, they go, well tonight they go Melbourne, then next week they go Raiders away in Mudgee, and then they go Bulldogs at a core, which could get 80,000. If they win two of those three, they're locked in for the top four. However, if they get the wobbles, the Warriors obviously got the wobbles, but the Warriors run in is really favourable. They could win four of their last four. What was there, three? Well, there's 4 rounds to go. Four.
24, 25, 26, 27.
Yeah. So, big game tonight for Penrith. They've got to win this game.
So how are those clubs feeling at this point? Is it time to ramp things up before finals or...?
Another couple of weeks, I reckon.
Yep.
So we're still in that sort of hangover period from Origin where it's like 3 or 4 weeks or a little bit longer. But what happens when it starts to warm up, when you start waking up and you can hear the birds chirping and the sun's out, and, you can get the shirt on, you can rip the shirt off at training, you start feeling good about yourself. That's when you know
bit of a suntan goes a long way.
That's when you know the big games are coming up. But the top four teams. We had Tommy Starling on Freddy the 8th, and he said they're on a booze ban. So that's what usually happens. You don't have a drink, or you go around and say, right, what's your sort of cheat food? Might be chocolate or pizza. Right, I won't have that leading into the semis. Something like that.
NRL
which is all bullshit. Yeah. But everyone thinks they're getting on board with it anyway.
Whatever works at that
point.
We
tried to have a booze ban, but there was a lot of piss heads in our team at Newcastle.
Can't imagine that would have gone down too well.
Not well at all.
Where would you be at mentally? You played in 2 premierships at this point of the season. Are you looking to cut things out, or even just mentally, are you ramping things up at training? Are you focusing on it?
I wouldn't say yet. Once again, you're still in that sort of hangover from Origin, and it's still cold, but it's like that 2 weeks out from the semis where you really start to do it. And your attention to detail, the way you're treating your injuries, the way you're preparing, you might be doing extra training, extra kicking and stuff like that, getting yourself ready for those big games. But I don't think yet. I reckon another couple of weeks and you'll see him start to rev it up.
I guess it probably depends on your draw as well too. And
totally.
Some sides may rest players.
Well, we're looking at Penrith.
Yeah.
They're going to war the next 3 weeks, and teams are coming to get them. Melbourne's coming to get them. The Raiders are going to get them in Mudgee off the bye. And then they've got the Bulldogs, as I said, maybe in front of 70,000, 80,000. So, look, for them guys, Penrith, they're just managing. They've played so much footy. All those guys have played semis, Origin, big grand finals. So it's all about managing.
They've been extraordinary, haven't they? What about, you just mentioned that Tommy Starling came on to Freddy in the 8th. What was he like? He seemed like a really good brother.
He was really good. He's really good mates with my nephew Jack, Matthew's eldest boy.
Yep.
And a lot of those boys are really thick. They had great success in Newcastle coming through the grades. I think they won a couple of junior competitions when he was there. He was a gun. He was the gun junior coming through. Once again, I don't know why he's at Canberra. Be nice in Newcastle at the moment. Anyway.
Do you think
No, he was a good fella. Good fella, Central Coast boy, knockabout.
It is a wild move, isn't it?
Well, his brother works here, Jacko. He's a champion.
He's such a
champion
legend.
guy. So
he really is, isn't
yeah,
he?
good fella.
Do you think they're a genuine chance at winning the premiership?
Oh,
the Raiders?
100%.
Yeah.
Because they've got a style of play which is unique. They play this power game, and they play offloads, and that brings their smaller, quicker blokes like Starling, like Ethan Strange, like KO Weeks, those sort of players. They're going to be. They get it right and they're healthy. They're going to be hard to beat.
Ethan Strange. Did you hear Ricky's comments? Was it Saturday? No, must have been Friday night.
Friday night.
Ricky Stewart's comments about him playing rep footy this year. What did you make of that?
Maybe not this year. I think it'd be a chance to go away. Usually they take one or two younger players. Look, we all see he's going to play rep footy in the future. He's still only 20.
He's just got the build for it, doesn't he?
Well, this surprised me. I said to Tommy Starling, I said he must train so hard in the gym. You know, he's got that strength that you're sort of born with. You can't manufacture.
Yeah.
But he said he doesn't he's not lifting and power cleaning. He does more body weight stuff, which really surprised me. I thought he'd be power cleaning all sorts of squatting houses, but he said he does sort of body weight sort of stuff. He's just, as I said, he's got that sort of natural strength about him.
Yeah, and he plays with it to his advantage
tough.
doesn't he?
He's so tough. Fast, powerful, strong.
So you think he'll get taken away on tour for experience?
Maybe.
Because naturally what came to my head when he first said that, I was like, please, like Cameron Munster's there and we've got all these other, we've got Cleary, we've got Moses.
You got Munster, you got Cleary, you got Moses. Won't be in the halves. It might be one of those utility roles. But he'll be there in the future, without a doubt.
What about New South Wales in the future?
Oh, without a doubt, he's going to be there. I'd quickly made, the boy I love, Katoa, Izzy Katoa. Then you got Galvin, then you got Jonah Pezzett. He hasn't really stamped himself yet. Blaze Talangi's another one. Luke Medcalf from the Warriors. So New South Wales, I'm probably missing a couple, but that was off the top of my head. Ethan Strange in there. We got half a dozen really good players.
Do you think he'd
and if they're competing against each other, that's going to elevate their performances.
Do you think he'd suit that 14 role as well?
For sure.
Connor Watson? He's older.
Be late 20s, Connor.
And that's
his identity, he looks like skill set, like as in build and how he sort of plays, similar to Connor. Real running player, but what a future. What a future.
So the ceiling's high for Ethan Strange?
Well, I don't know where it's going to be, because at the moment we're only seeing him run. Talking to Ricky Stewart, moving forward, they're going to have Ethan Saunders. He's going to be on the left side. He'll be the halfback, the game manager. I haven't seen that of Ethan. He reckons he's a better player on the right, Ricky said. But as a junior, as a young playmaker, first off, you've got to see a running game. So he's got a running game. Then you can teach him game management, that sort of stuff. So who knows where the ceiling is? Who knows?
So exciting. Exciting finally that we've got all these Blues players that give us a little bit of depth.
Very good. Very good.
The Raiders in the finals, given that they'll have that home ground advantage, do you think that's one of the biggest home ground advantages?
Yep, for sure.
Just purely because of how...
Well, the other one's the Warriors. If the Warriors come 5th or 6th, they get a home semi. Broncos maybe. But Canberra, first week of the semis will still be cold down there. So.
Oh, it's so cold there still.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't go the other night watching Jonathan Thurston. I thought those big ears were going to snap
That
off.
was so funny. Did you see right at post-game, right at the end, he couldn't even talk?
They look like pork crackling. It's going to feel like putting through the TV and ripping them off.
Oh, he's actually the best.
He's just like that.
He genuinely stood there on live TV and just said, sorry, I can't talk anymore. No worries, JT.
Yeah, he's not a
You
snow
jog
bunny.
on. Oh, he's the best. Ricky Stewart, will he get Coach of the Year?
Yeah.
He's got to.
Has to.
Has to.
Well, there's people tipping them for the spoon, start of the year.
Crazy.
So-called good judges. I'm trying to think. I didn't have him in the 8. I didn't think there were any chance of making the 8. But Ricky being Ricky, he gets the best out of them.
Well, he's backed his team from the get-go, hasn't he? The young guns.
He's backed their style of play. That's what I like. He knows what the DNA of the club is. He looks at the strength of the team and he coaches to the strength. And they play a unique style. No one plays like them. I love watching them play.
So good. We've got some breaking news here on Freddy and the 8th. Joey, Payne Haas defects to Samoa.
It was always going to happen.
What's your first reaction to that? Are you happy?
I'm excited by it.
You are.
Because I'm a big advocate for international football. We don't need Australia constantly beating up on teams and winning the World Cup every year. You know, we haven't. I think the Kiwis won it mid-2000s when Benji put a clinic on. But I think it's sensational for international footy. Samoa, Tonga, and then Fiji will improve. PNG coming in the competition. You know, they're going to elevate themselves in the next 10, 15 years. So then you're going to have England, New Zealand, Australia, Tonga, Samoa, Fiji, PNG. Probably not those two last ones, but Tonga, Samoa, New Zealand, Australia and England, who are genuine chances of winning the World Cup. So well done to Payne. I always thought it'd happen. The other one now is Tino. Yeah. But see, what that does now, it totally changes the middles for Australia. And you haven't got those big guys.
The style of play has to change, right?
Everything has to change. So now you're going to have to use the ball. They're going to have to play with width. They're going to have to move the opposition team around. I think it's so exciting for the game.
It's so good.
So then you got Tino, you got Payne, then you got a player like Spencer. Wow.
It would be cool.
It'll be
so cool. And also, so what it will do to our game immediately when we watch it.
And I'm speaking my mind because I'm an Australian selector.
Yeah.
But this is what I think. The eligibility for Origin doesn't change, but international does. So I think it's great for an international game. So at the end of the year, say we had a test match next year, we have a test match in October. Australia playing Tonga at Suncorp, we're getting 52,000 if it's going to be a competition. Yeah. Where if Australia was beaten up on them, we might get 20, 25, but it's so good. It's so good for the game.
It's so good. It's also good for all the kids that are back on the islands playing footy. Like, this is all they care about. Like, how inspiring for them to see the genuine pathway.
Well, I've been to Samoa a few times, and pretty much it's all rugby union over there. We need to work out now how we get pathways from Samoa, Tonga, Fiji, from these places, filtering into the NRL or into the Warriors. So that's the next step. But it's exciting for the game. Who knows where it can get to? But yeah, I'm really excited by it. Really excited, yeah.
It'll be cool for a long time as well, just
That's
watching
huge.
this play out.
The big one was Jason Taumalolo. You remember when he decided to go? I think that might be 10 years ago.
Well, someone had to be brave first.
He made the big call, Jason. So well done, Jason. You inspired a generation of young guys. Far out the forward packs of Tonga and Samoa. Good luck, boys.
So you're one of the Aussie selectors.
Yeah.
Will you have anything to do with, once the team is picked, the style of play or any influence there, or have those conversations
I've had
not
some
happened?
informal chats with Kevy.
Cool.
And I think that's the first thing you got to work out.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick players and make them play a certain way because, you know, they've got their style of play which they've been playing since the age of 15, 16. It's about working out how you're going to play them, picking the players that can complement your style. But it's exciting. It's exciting for everyone. It's exciting for Australia because you're going to see a totally different brand of footy. So
you're heading over there anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm over there. Yeah.
Dangerous.
No, I'm taking the family.
The whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's jog on. There's been a little bit of gossip in and around Manly at the moment with the coaching. Some of the old boys aren't necessarily happy. They want Seibold removed and Ballon installed. Anthony Watmo was one of those loud voices. What do you make of all of that?
But did he come out publicly, did he?
Well, it's been written about.
Geez, it's a funny club, Manly.
Isn't it?
For ages, it is such a political hornet's nest. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really had anything to do with Matt Ballon as a coach. The most loveliest guy you'd ever meet. He's such a lovely guy. And well respected on the Northern Beaches. If they were to change, I think he'd be the ideal guy, but I still think Anthony Seibold's got something to offer. They've had awful injuries in their middle forwards. They've had a lot of their Paseka's been out, Aloia's been out. Top of my head, I'm missing a couple others, and Jakey's been in and out. So they've missed some forwards. Olakauatu's missed a fair bit of footy. So there are excuses, but
Would it be hard for Siebes coaching at a club that he wasn't at? Like, is that one of the issues? A coach from outside coming in?
I don't know. I really don't know how to answer that. Don't know. It's a hard one because we're going through it at Newcastle. Like the old boys up there want, they want certain people to be in certain positions. My beef with Newcastle is the junior system, the junior development. But there's been some big changes going on the last few months, which is exciting for Newcastle. But getting back to Seibold, I really don't know.
So if it isn't Anthony Seibold, you think Matty
It'll be
Ballin
Matt
is?
Ballin.
You think he's head coach material?
Yep. Well, once again, I don't know.
Yep.
But he's got the temperament. I think he's well respected. Outside of the game in the Northern Beaches, he's well liked. He's one of those guys. He's a bit like Danny Badeiros. Everyone loves him. He's such a nice fella. But yeah, we'll see.
So how do you think you sum up Manly's season? Obviously, they've been decimated with injuries a little bit, but the whole Daly Cherry Evans saga threw them off a little bit.
It's been a circus since that's happened. I don't know what their record is. They won a big game in Melbourne a few weeks ago, but they've sort of been really up and down. Well, they haven't been up and down. They've been pretty poor since then. But there's excuses with injuries and stuff like that. But yeah, it hasn't been ideal. I don't know, when are they going to announce this with Daly? Is it going to come out and be announced? Like, everyone knows what's going on.
Well, remember initially he was like, I don't want to say anything, but... And then sort of did, so everyone knew. Yeah. So now we're just kind of waiting.
Anyway, I think everyone would be happy once it's out and organised and done.
Yeah.
And then the dominoes start to fall. Sandon Smith, where he goes. Hugo Savala, where he goes. Yeah, we'll see.
Watch this space, hey? All right, well, finals are just around the corner. There have been a fair few comments floating around about where they're played. The Sharks at the moment in contention to potentially play a game at home. Do you think Shark Park should be where finals footy is played if they earn it?
No.
No.
It's like a 13,000, 15,000 capacity.
Yeah.
Look, it's got to go to Allianz, without a doubt. I know it's hard for people in the Shire to leave.
Very hard to go over that bridge, Joey.
It's like people from the north side. They don't like... Is it Tom Ugly's bridge at Cronulla? It's like the Harbour Bridge for the people on the north side. Look, pack your passports, get over Tom Ugly's bridge, go to Allianz, but
what about the part of the conversation where they lose the home ground advantage? Do you just...
There's no home ground advantage. I find that absolute BS. Like back in the day, every big game was played at the Sydney Football Stadium.
Okay.
Since I started playing semis, which was in the mid-90s, everything would be played there. And teams and fans made the trip. I just remember seeing busloads and busloads of people from Newcastle. What's Cronulla to Allianz? It's like
honestly,
40 minutes, half
nothing.
an hour.
It's nothing.
Carpool, boys. Get an Uber.
So do we
Alana
change that? Do we change that then? Is there a world in which we can have all the finals played at CommBank or at Allianz?
Allianz, CommBank, Suncorp.
Yep.
And then the big ones. Look, if you know the Bulldogs are going to play, let's just say Penrith, major semi, play it at a core. But there's got to be over 60,000. If you're going to play at a core, there's got to be over 50 or 60,000 going. Because that place, half full, doesn't look like the atmosphere of a big game. Allianz, CommBank, a core, and then you got Suncorp up north.
What about the Storm? Do we care about them?
No.
No, I didn't either. But we want our biggest and best games played in the good stadiums.
Yep.
Sweet.
Storm maybe. Yeah, but then they get the... I don't know.
Suncorp's pretty much a home game for them anyway, isn't it?
But there's got to be... the capacity's got to be over 25, 30,000 to play a semi-final. And that's... I don't know how they're going to add to the capacity. Because they got... On one side, they got the hotels and everything.
Yeah, well, that's locked off.
But then they got the hill on the northern end. But because it's built on marshland, for the foundations, like...
It's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good.
Like when they built those hotels, they had to keep build those units. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I believed it. I had to keep going
So
down.
we're talking on Freddy 8th. I reckon they should sell Shark Park,
Yep.
whatever it's called now, Shark Stadium.
Yep.
Sell Cogra, and then build a boutique one.
100%. We've spoken about this before as well.
20,000
Yeah.
at...
Like Sutherland or
Is
something.
it Waterfall?
Waterfall?
Is that on the way
or
to
Waterfall's
Stanmore?
fairly south.
Is it?
Yeah. But yeah, it's an easy train station. Sutherland would be a good spot.
You know what?
That's central.
Put all the sand in the middle of that. Build one there.
What are you?
You know when you come on Brighton Les Sands? Like I went to Abu Dhabi last year surfing that wave pool.
Yeah.
That's all built on sand. They just make sand islands. They're building 10,000 units there. Anyway, I've gone off.
Do we have the same amount of money as people do in Abu Dhabi, though?
No. Is there any oil?
Can anyone fund us?
The only oil getting around Cronulla is the massage oil.
Stop.
But you know what I'm saying? Sell off.
100% agree.
And then sell off Cogra. There's a whole block there. And then go halves with state government. Federal throw in some.
It's a great shout.
Then you've got a boutique stadium. But travel. Because St George, Cogra at Shark Park, it's only like 10k, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nothing. It'll be 15 minutes.
Anyway, our man Chris Mims, we had him on Freddy in the 8th. Him and Freddy are tight, so let's get it done. Albo, he was on Sunday Footy Show. He came on Turn It Up.
Did he?
Yeah.
Stop
he
it.
did pass the ball. It wasn't too bad.
That's the best.
We got him elected.
I've not seen that.
We got him elected. Albo, Mims, sell it off. Let's go.
Make it happen. Well, if anyone can, you can.
Oh,
before I let you go, Joey, a huge game for Ben Hunt this weekend. 350 NRL games. What a ripper.
4th player to do it.
Yeah.
Is that right? Unbelievable player. Jeez, he's been a good player. And one thing about halfbacks, you get some halfbacks who, in their cupboard, they've got dinner suits. And they play in dinner suits. He doesn't have a dinner suit. He's got boiler suits. And he's played in the middle as a middle forward, especially at rep level. When he started, he played a bit of hooker. Hooker at clubland sometimes, but at Origin. But as tough as they come. Jeez, he's a good player. You know what, when he went to St George Illawarra, he copped some flack there, but he never whinged and he just got on with it.
Well, he just turned up and played good footy and it shut everyone up.
All the time, shut them all
consistent.
up. So,
he has a very familiar physique, Ben Hunt.
Does, doesn't he?
Doesn't he?
I don't know how many times people have asked me, geez, he looks like you. And I'm thinking, righto, he's about late 20s, and where was I in Queensland?
Who is she?
Shout out to the Hunt family. You know I'm joking. It's all a joke. But, yeah, he's short legs, fat ass, long back, chunky body, very similar to myself.
You know what? He's a great bloke and an even better footballer. So congratulations, Benny Hunt.
Yeah, well done. What a great player. Oh, it hurts me to say, and a great Queenslander.
What a shame that
But well done, Benny. You've played the game at a certain way where everyone respects you, and an unbelievable effort. 350 games.
Huge.
Great.
So good. He'll have the number 7 on his back this week against the Dolphins.
Interesting to see how the Broncos go.
I know.
Dolphins.
Big one. Coming off of belting.
The Warriors are the interesting one for me. I looked at their draw. They got real winnable games on paper. If they win 4 out of 4, they may challenge Penrith for that 4th position. Geez, there's some good games coming up.
It's insane. Can't wait. All right, thank you so much for joining us again on Immortal Behaviour, and we'll see you again next week.
See ya.